The holding on to the consensus narrative of out of Africa, in combination with the interbreeding with Neanderthals, left the former understanding of human history more complex, less improbable. Especially in the face of recent ancient DNA research. And according to us, and certain authorities, its credibility collapsed. More importantly, the consensus narrative did not lead to sufficient keys for a sustained thriving of humans, nor for the sufficient solving of challenges. Triumph improbable. The consensus narrative became much less probable since it was confronted with the exceptionally fast-growing number of ancient DNA data of the last decade. This improbability of the actual consensus can be repeatedly understood from the interviews with geneticist David Reich. Dwarkesh Patel interprets David Reich as follows. Human history has been again and again a story of one group figuring something out, and then basically wiping everyone else out. This is the first phrase of Dwarkesh Patel's description of a video and a series with geneticist David Reich. The 10,000 years of human history that best is covered with ancient DNA seems to be all about wiping out all others. Limited ancient DNA older than 10,000 years can be due to time, climate, and the practice of cremation, which eliminates the possibility to extract DNA. The conclusion of a history of 10 to 12,000 years that is about wiping out all others over and over certainly does not respire any or much sustainability, and it won't make us sustainably thrive nor solve our challenges. We claim that we humans have been engaged with systematic climate destruction since at least 12,000 years ago, which roughly corresponds with the introduction of agriculture and the Younger Dryas extinctions. The human activities and history of the last 10 to 12,000 years will not protect us against extinction. Further, the skeletal health of humans since 10,000 years ago, which roughly corresponds with the introduction of agriculture, has become far inferior, when compared with that of the humans before 10,000 years ago. In the absence of health data, we use skeletal health as a marker for human health in general, and we claim that human health in general before agriculture as today was closer to the health of the Amazon Amarins that still today present the best heart and brain health of the world. The old consensus narrative without the ancient DNA, roughly the views of Darwinism, created much more the idea of triumph and survival of the fittest, but as said, the immense ancient DNA evidence of the last decade tells us that there was no such triumph and survival, at least not at all of one group, or of modern humans as a whole. If one only looks at the too short period after World War II, and thinks of it as the triumph of one group, one must remember that significant prolongation of this seemingly favorable period will be more unsustainable for a number of reasons. Further, the intensity and number of challenges is increasing rapidly. We humans, only as recently as 2019, suffered a health crisis that had a major disruptive impact on about everything and the whole world. Despite this, already another next health crisis 20 times more severe is announced. While this next much more disruptive health crisis did not realize yet, several unprecedented crises take place almost all the time and almost all over the world. Contrast to Amazon Amarins. This is in stark contrast to the thriving and sustained health of the ancient Amazon Amarins, who participated in the building and preservation of the Amazon forest, as well as the peopling of the world. On top of these unique feats, ancestral markers, and more indirectly ancient DNA research clearly point out that our origin, and that of our DNA, lies in the Amazon forest and the Americas. Further, the most healthy humans of the world are found feeding themselves with Amazon forest foods. It is not researched yet if this exceptional good health is general amongst all Amazon Amarins or not. To find that the people with the best health in the world live in the Amazon forest, do not practice traditional agriculture, and also do not benefit from healthcare, is a shock to the hypothesis of survival of the fittest, agriculture and healthcare. Window to triumph. We claim that we modern humans can grow forests similar to the Amazon forest at any given time. With similar we mean very similar in soil and forest structure. And to some extent also in composition, this once they come closer to their maturity, that can be reached in less than 20 years. Unlike the Amazon forest, the objective will be the production of a wide variety of products and services, a much wider variety and intensity when compared to the Amazon forest, including foods, fuels, energy and materials. The intensity can and will be 100 times more than that of traditional agriculture. Initial maximum input of composted organic materials provenient from organic waste from cities and agriculture is desired, and in cases necessary. Obviously, this will lead to significant climate regulation and carbon dioxide absorption out of the atmosphere, this by means of the massive photosynthesis, but also by means of the sequestering of the organic material and the carbon it maintains in the elsewhere unseen deep soils. This will also lead to purification and recovery of through agriculture, industry, and urbanization degenerated aquifers. We call these forests similar to the Amazon forest like carbon agroforests, which soil scientists call Amazon dark earth soils or ADE soils, because they're soils present deep carbon-rich soils, which maximize productivity of products that can be transformed in a wide variety of foods, fuels, energy and materials, common ones, as well as some of the most advanced and lucrative ones. And all of them obviously are renewables, this quite contrary to oil, gas, and fertilizers, which involve toxins and antimicrobials, and that are non-renewables.